Okay, we are ready to start the live stream. Let me get this off of the stage and put me on, and there we are. And kind of put the camera on um, while I'm setting up, so get it adjusted correctly. There we go. That way, hopefully, it looks the best it can be for me. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is Friday, March 29th, 2024. We have a beautiful sunshiny day today, and it's cooler. Just a cool front moved through last evening. We had fairly breezy, 68 degrees out this morning, a little cooler overnight. But we have a beautiful sunshiny day, so that we can be thankful for. Um, got a few things to go over this morning. Um, do keep there are several residents. I don't know if I'll mention their names here, but we have several residents that are in the hospitals and could use your prayers. Don Young is Don Young is one of them. Of course, Connie Young, she's home now. She just got home from the hospital. Do remember Bob and Judy Devereaux. They could use your prayers today. And that's as usual. So we want to remember those people and lift them up. And so good thoughts for them. All right. A few things. Of course, today is this is the last day of the last working day of the fiscal year, and April 1st starts a new fiscal year for the park, and also it's the first quarterly payment is due for the maintenance fees. So you can either pay quarterly, and with the new budget, it is $567 a quarter, or $2,268 for if you pay yearly. So if you pay yearly, it's $2,268, and quarterly 567. That is due April 1st. You have till the 15th to get it in and not incur the late fee. And so there we are. And the late fee every 15th of the month that it's not in, another late fee would be tacked on. But nobody's going to get there, are they? Everybody's going to get it in on time. So very good. All right. And on that, Tammy gave me a note that she would prefer. This is what it is: the bolt slip fees, the rental fees. She wants if you can put it on a separate check, the $240. Please do so. Put it on a separate check because otherwise she has to transfer the money. Something was set up years ago, and the rental fees money has to go straight into a separate account rather than into the operating fund. The storage and maintenance fee can be on the same check. So if you have a storage lot, you can put that on the same check with your 567 and 240 added together for your storage fee. You can put it on the same check. Just that if you are writing a slip fee, I guess there's approximately 43 people that will be affected that way. Put the marina slip fee on a separate check. So please and thank you. All right. So got that note in there. I'll probably mention it towards the end again in case somebody come in live. As usual, this broadcast is live, but it is recorded. It'll be on Facebook, and you can come back later. On Victoria or Tori does later on, she will put it on the channel 901, our Blue Stream community channel. So there's multiple ways of staying up with the information that I do present here. Once again, it's not like a board meeting or anything like that, but it is the information that you do need. So and try to keeping everybody in tune and in communication with our events going on here. I didn't get a note on it, but I do know that there's an Easter dinner going on. I believe it is on Sunday. Look on the SAC official Ancient Oaks official SAC page, the Social Activities Committee page, and you can get the information there. I believe the ham is provided, but you do need to bring your own one covered dish. Okay. Another thing that had been this week that I had brought to me that people were worried about is the dog's respiratory illnesses. And so I had checked on before, and there had not been any information out there that we could do as far as physically on our dog park. So I did check again with a veterinarian here in town and asked him if there's anything that we can do to help the spread at our dog parks. And they said there's nothing, because even if you did replace all the grass and put your something down to kill the viruses or whatever is spreading, if one dog comes in that has that illness, then it's all moot, because then again, now it's reinfected, and so it doesn't do any good. They said the best thing to do, and of course we do require it, is that your dogs are vaccinated. Make sure your dogs are completely vaccinated against all the diseases, and that is the best prevention for your dog and other dogs not to come down with that virus. Okay, so got that. I did post that on Facebook, and I did post what CNN their recommendations were, and I do see that Lisa Taylor got me the information here. Yep, Sunday, 1 o'clock, and then old DD's also got in here. 1 o'clock, providing ham, roast, and gravy. Okay, ham's provided, bring covered dish, and then Diddy says there's something about rolls and gravy. But all right, Easter egg hunt after dinner. All right. So that's the information on that. There's also posters out, and that to catch up on that information going on. From what I understand, and it's good information. Of course, the Thursday hamburger, hot dog, brat lunch is done for the season, and also the Saturday morning breakfast is no longer being put on or done for the season. So, season sure seemed to have went by very quickly. Been a busy year, and still getting some stuff done. All right, a resident asked me to share this information, and this is Medicare. MedicareSchool.com. Yeah, MedicareSchool.com. And they said they really helped him navigate some stuff with a serious illness and that they've had to deal with. And so this MedicareSchool.com is a good place to, if you need assistance or choosing a plan. He had a very good recommendation for that. So MedicareSchool.com. So there we go. That is one thing to check up on. I know I'm on Medicare now also, with covering my shoulder, and I must have picked a good plan because so far everything's been taken care of. I had rotator cuff repair surgery on the shoulder. It was torn and building up fluid. Bunch of people saying good morning, so you can see that in the comments. I won't need to go over every single one. And that, so the MedicareSchool.com, got that noted. Got the bolt slip and maintenance fees noted. A while back, we did, unfortunately, after Gracie's passing, we did have to hire another janitorial worker to clean the restrooms, and we did hire Angelica. Angelica is our new housekeeping, and she's doing, I feel, a great job and doing very well. She is Pedro's wife, but we had already talked months before that about when if Gracie was going to retire, who would get to replace her. So we were able to replace her very quickly. And I will say on that, Francisco asked me yesterday, or for the meeting, and then I'm sure he would want me to repeat it here again, and wanted me to relay to you his appreciation for everything that everybody has said to him, and the donations and the flowers or the cards and the wreath on the bathroom, and then our new spot. His children did buy the tree. They wanted to do that. They wanted to buy the tree. They wanted it to be from them. So, but we did provide the spot in the unused portion of our over there by the pickleball. And it's not a change of the use of it. It is grass or flowers or whatever. So it's not a change of use. Didn't require a vote, but we have a spot honoring Gracie there. So the tree has been planted, and we're going to add a little bit of decoration around to it. So, but Francisco wanted me to tell everybody thank you and how much he appreciated everybody's thoughts and prayers and notes of consolation. So I wanted to repeat that for him. Okay. All right, Angelica and Francisco. One thing I'll bring up, and we mentioned it before, and it was put on Facebook with this. Do not bring tires down to the dumpster. If you buy tires, they automatically want you to recycle them, and you have to actually opt out. Don't do that. If you buy tires, this down there is not the place to take them, because we have to pull them out and hold them, and then we end up having to pay to have them properly taken care of. And the park should not be paying for your tires. Okay, we take care of the trash, and that is part of the benefit here. But because the tires are not allowed in the trash, you have to take care of the tires yourself. So please do not bring tires down to the dumpster or to the compactor. You need to recycle them yourselves. All right. Chris wanted me to make sure, and I know a few other people saw the tires down there and also did put it on Facebook about not taking tires down there. And that is absolutely imperative that you do not bring tires down to the dumpster. All right. Okay, remove that from the stage. Those are the three pictures. It is a few months away, but yeah, I still want to bring it up for preparing ahead of time, so the people that do get the message ahead of time. June 1st, of course, is the quote the start of hurricane season, and the June 1st to, I believe it's November 30th is the actual. Now that end date I might have to check on again, but it is either November 1st or November 30th. I'm not recalling that at the moment. Anyway, June 1st, I do know, is the start of hurricane season. So there are many different sites. I found one that has a handy checklist for hurricane season, and they also put a great big booklet out, 44 pages, that you can look up yourself and find. But there is checklists if you're here during hurricane season of what you should prepare for if you're here for hurricane season. Those that have left or leaving, you basically shut off your necessary items, you shut off your water, but do leave an outside spigot on. Make sure everything's tied up outside. You don't have anything that can be fly away. And also your if you leave a boat underneath there, that the boat is tied down. If you leave a golf cart there, your golf cart is also tied down in such a way. And there's two reasons that also to keep it from moving, and just perchance, if a thief does try to come in here and steal something, the the more time that they have to spend getting it, they have to make getting it, the less likely they're going to try to get it. So there's double whammy on why you should tie your the rules do require it, and tie it down adequately and with enough. I mean, yes, you're gonna have to spend a half hour when you get back undoing it and a half hour preparing it or more, but that does mean it's secure for a hurricane and also protects against thievery. All right, so remember on that, and then there's other things to do. Change your batteries in your thermostat, double check that somebody is able to check on your house somehow, that that they can get in, either have arrange with somebody, keys, somebody that lives close by, somebody else that you may know in the park, and that. All right, so please start preparing ahead of time, and if you need a list of resources to be able to for that stuff, we are trying to keep that kind of information here in the office available for you for hurricane preparation. All right. Do remember we have on the storage area and the marina slips that um, we know whose boats and whose storage lots, whose trailers or vehicles that are on those lots, that we have that information so that I don't get calls about a boat is somewhere or a something's on the storage lot and they don't know whose it is or what it is, and I have to go down and pull the decal off it and then contact the owner because are you supposed to be there? What's going on? That information you need to get to the office ahead of time so that we know what's going on with all the lots. Of course, you rent your lot, and then I won't go over to here on some stuff about all the stuff I'm sure it's been uh, discussed otherwise, but just don't park something somewhere and have an agreement between people and we not know about it. The office needs to know about it. So if we see something that's different, that we don't have to suck up resources trying to track it down because somebody just didn't tell us about it. All right. Appreciate that. It really helps out if you give us the information. Same thing with parking on the common areas or common elements. There's actually common element is the like the wires and stuff. Common area is owned by the park, or excuse me, I don't say park, by the association, but there are rules for different areas, different common areas. There are rules for that in our rules and regulations, in our common declaration, and in our declaration of incorporation, in our condo declarations, in our rules and regulations, and then also in our construction guidelines as far as the site mods and everything else there. So, but you have to understand some of that stuff was written in the 1980s and late 80s, and some of it has been revised. Some of it may not be completely encompass absolutely everything. So there is room for interpretation. Okay. And that is basically my job to make sure that we try to keep everything very good. And if I have a question and I go to the board and check, okay, we got this situation. How do you also feel on this? Do I have the leeway to say, okay, they can do this or not? And that's how we go with it. All right. But like I said, the rules don't cover absolutely every single iota. Uh, there are some things that we didn't have internet back in the 80s and 90s. We didn't have several other things. And then I didn't have the state stepping in and saying, well, you need to do this. The DEP, Environmental Protection, Department of Environmental Protection, South Florida Water Management, taking over everything to do with water, wastewater, stormwater, pulling out of the ground. So lots of things. We have a question. Okay. Hurricane prep and storage area. That we have never covered on it, and tying stuff down. If something is left there, you we don't really want tie downs put down because then they're hard to mow around. That is one thing. Like I said, not covered in the rules and regulations. Not not specifically spelled out. So that is a little bit of an area that we need to. If you have a lightweight boat that could get blown around, then we need to figure out something. And there are ground anchors that are easily put in and taken out that you might have to, if you are here and your boat's here, a ground anchor that you could spin in fairly quickly to keep your boat from flying around. So that is one thing that, like I said, we need to. You need to address and make sure that you want to make sure your uh, vehicles or boats or whatever's in the storage area. It has to be a vehicle because it has to be movable, or a trailer. The rules state that you just can't put something on the ground. It's not that type of storage area. So, all right, very good. I think that's pretty much everything I had on my agenda. We've only taken up 20 minutes of your time so far, so that's very good. And I believe I've covered everything. You got the Easter dinner coming up. You have your maintenance fee due in just a couple days. What do we got? It is 29th right now, so we got till next Monday is that it's due. So very good. And just have, hopefully everybody has a very nice Easter and Easter basically remembrance. That's what Easter started out, is the remember the reason for the season there. That the Good Friday, this is the day that in our history that the Jesus Christ died on the cross and then on Sunday rose again. So that is the Resurrection Sunday, and then also incorporated now into Easter. So, but have a very good weekend. Remember your family. Remember those that are hurting and are in the hospital. Prayers for them, and just take care of your family. As it has been said, tomorrow is not promised. So do remember your families and tell them you love them. And happy Easter and happy Resurrection Sunday to all. And I guess that I'll be stepping out on that note. So take care, drive safe, stay healthy, live long, and prosper. And we will see you on the next one. And find the right button.